Well, I'm back to where I was. When I was going through a couple different injuries, I couldn't lift my legs real heavy last year because of my Achilles, and I couldn't lift my upper body real heavy because of some elbow stuff I had a couple years ago. But I'm kind of recovered from those now. So,
can you quantify how that lower body strength or lack thereof you think affected your season last year?
Yeah. Well, it's true in pitching. It's true in baseball. It's true of hitting. It's true of golf. It's true of almost any sport you think of. Your base is the most important thing. It starts from the ground up. And when I was hitting, my land leg would hit. My foot was not supported well enough to stick it and sort of throw through the target and stay in line with my target, which I traditionally is my strength. My head stays very still. My body goes through the delivery. I might fall off, but I fall off after I deliver the pitch. And especially at the beginning of the season when my foot would hit, it would instantly bail out to the left, causing me to fall off real bad. My head would fly out, my arm would be sort of dragging, and then my fastball location was drastically hindered by that. So those things are in the past, and I'm ready to turn the page on that.
What's your motivational level for this season?
It's at an all-time high. From a team standpoint, not making the playoffs last year, it hurt. And to know from a personal standpoint that we missed by one game, and if I win 2 more games, we go to the postseason. That's hard for me to swallow, knowing that I pitched the way I pitched. I just know that I'm traditionally so much better than that. I'm going to be so much better than that. But I battled the best I could do, honestly. I battled. There was certainly times where I could have got out of situations that I didn't. And what Tony La Russa used to tell me all the time when I was a young pitcher was one of the favorite things of me as a pitcher was that I made a pitch when I needed to get out of the big jam. And I'm not sure I made a big pitch to get out of a jam all year last year. So I saved up an entire year's worth of great pitches for this year because I didn't throw any last year.
When you talk about how you were falling off, did the effect of that kind of recuperation, was that greater than maybe you anticipated, or did it last longer than maybe you thought it would?
Greater than I anticipated, much longer than I thought, especially because I felt very good at the end of 15 when I came back. My leg didn't feel very good, but I was making great pitches, and my arm felt great, and I was throwing rockets, for me anyways, not compared to some of these young fireballers, but I was throwing pretty decent for me. And I honestly, I think I had so much adrenaline working to get back and to prove everyone wrong that I could get back at the end of the regular season in time to make it for the postseason. And then once the postseason starts, you might be able to pitch without legs in the postseason because there's so much adrenaline. You've got so much mojo going. But also, I think I was a little closer to having my true mechanics and sort of the feel of the way pitching motion was supposed to be. I think being further removed from it, I don't know, and not having quite the adrenaline made it tougher. But I can make excuses all day long. It doesn't matter. So I'm just excited about this year coming up.
What is your thought